Hi, second grade, it's Miss Mahan. Our learning goal for today is I can use place value to add two numbers. Let's break that apart. I can use place value to add two numbers. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is look at our directions. It's always important to start with your directions so that you know exactly what you are supposed to do. Following directions is something on your report card for the entire year, so you need to make sure that you're doing that. Use place value to break apart the add-ins. Then find the sum. Now let's talk about what each of these different pieces mean. These are going to be the same directions that you had for each problem. Place value. You were introduced to place value on Tuesday with Mrs. Adams. Here is an example for place value. If we have the number 42, the number of tens we have is 4, and the value is 40. Because 4 tens does not mean 4, it means 40. And in this number 42, the number of ones we have is 2, and the value is 2. That is what place value means. When we break something apart, we make it into smaller pieces. Add-ins are the numbers in an equation, in an addition equation. So something that would go here is an add-in, and something that would go here is an add-in. And lastly, then find the sum. We know that that means we're going to add. That looks pretty messy. We know that means we will add. Now let's read our directions through one more time. Use place value to break apart the add-ins, then find the sum. Here is our first equation, 13 plus 82. I'm going to rewrite the equation right here so I can clearly see what are my first and second add-in. The first add-in is 13. The second add-in is 82. So now let's break apart the add-ins. When we have 13, that means we have 1 10, which has a value of 10, and we have 3 ones. So here's 13 right here, 10 and 3. 82, we have 8 tens, which means 80, and 2 ones. Now, let's add our numbers together. Let's start with our ones. Let's add these together first. 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Now let's add our tens. We're really adding 1 and 8, but we need to remember that there's a 0 at the end. 1 plus 8 is the same as 9. But because it's in the tens value, the tens place, that means it has a value of 90. So our answer, now we add these two together, 90 plus 5, that's the same as 95. Make sure to bring your answer back to the top so that you're answering the original question. 13 plus 82 is the same as 95. Now let's do the next one. Here's our new equation, 51 plus 36. The first add-in is 51. The second add-in is 36. So now let's break apart our add-ins. 51. 51 has 5 tens, which means 50. 51 has 1, 1, which has a value of 1. And 36, it has 3 tens, which means 30, and it has 6 ones. Now let's add our numbers together. I like to start at the ones place. 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. In the tens place, we are only adding 5 plus 3, but we need to remember our 0. 5 plus 3 is the same as 8, but it's in the tens place, so it means it has a value of 80. Now we add these two. 80 plus 7 is equal to 87. Bring your answer back up so that you're answering the original question. 51 plus 36 is equal to 87. Now we'll go to the next page. I'll do 2 word problems. So let's read it. You use 72 blocks to make a building. Well, there's the start of an equation right there. Your friend uses 14 more than you. So you use 72 and your friend uses 14 more than that. How many blocks does your friend use? Here's our equation, guys. 72 plus 14. The first addend is 72. The second addend is 14. Now let's break apart our addends. 72 is the same as 7 tens and 2 ones. 7 tens has a value of 70. 2 ones has a value of 2. Now 14 is our other addend. Let's break it apart. 14 is the same as 1 10 and 4 ones. Now let's add our tens and ones together. 2 plus 4 is the same as 6. 7 plus 1 is the same as 8, but it's in the tens place, so it doesn't mean 8, it means 80. 80 plus 6 equals 86. And on the word problems, you can just write the answer down here. One more. Your friend has 57 beads. There's the start of an equation. You have 21 more than your friend. You have 57 plus another 21. How many do you have? Our equation is 57 plus 21. Our first addend is 57, and our second addend is 21. Now let's break apart our addends. 57 is the same as 50 and 7. 21 is the same as 20 and 1. Now let's add together our place values. When we add 7 and 1 together, we get 8. When we add 5 and 2 together, we get 7. But since it's in the tens place, we know that it's not 7, it has a value of 70. So now we have 70 plus 8 equals 78. Now you do the rest, and don't forget to fill out the chart and do all the steps that I do.